Welcome back to another episode of D Sports Gurus. I'm your host, Fresh. Um, like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. I'm gonna do a real quick show. We're just gonna get into some Piston stuff. Just because it's a little stuff going on, I just want to clear some stuff up real quick. All right. So within the Piston verse, I'm having a conversation with a few Piston fans who don't seem to realize the point that I'm trying to make, right? And I see some of these guys are such super fans, and that's me being comical and humorous. Some of these guys are such super fans of certain players that they're getting hung up on certain words and they're losing the point that I'm trying to make. All right. So I'm just going to clear this up with a video, right? I see it's kind of getting kind of antical and stuff like that. So let's just be clear and I'm going to just come to the table. And as I always say, anybody that wants to come live and come do a show with me and want to talk some Pistons basketball, feel free to come do it. Like, I got a platform. You're welcome to come on. What I like to do is make my show your show. So if you want to come on, you want to talk Pistons basketball or anything sports related, we could do that. But let's get into it. So, what's been going on is the Pistons have been playing the past 6 games without Cade Cunningham. And we've been seeing a difference in the way that they playing. Now, the Cade Cunningham stands don't want to admit that there's a difference in the way that the Pistons playing for whatever reason, right? I don't know why that they can't see that. It's a good thing that we can see that we got some positive stuff that we could draw from not having Cade out there on the court. Like, this actually has been a wonderful time if we really think about it, right? If we feel like we could play good with Cade, now obviously without having Cade out there, we figured out how to play without Cade. That's the positive about this, right? But at the same time, we don't want to see a comeback of a stagnant type of offense. Now, even though K has been putting up good numbers, I've been complaining the whole season, and I know a lot of other fans have been complaining the whole season about the lack of ball movement. Like, you got guys just standing there, and that's not the way to play basketball. Now, I know it's some fans who get a lot of respect within the Pistonverse, and I respect these guys in their opinion. But it's some people that believe that Cade just need to be on the floor with spacers and that'll solve the issues. That won't solve the issues. I mean, yeah, he'll have guys that you can feel like is better shooters or whatever like that, right? But you gotta understand that in order to get a good shot, it has to have good flow. Like, just because you put good shooters on the court don't mean anything. If they getting bad shots, if they getting shots with hands in their faces, they getting shots with not great looks. That's the problem. Like, you gotta get good looks. It's not just about having good shooters. So what I'm saying is, without K on the court, the ball has been moving a lot more, and we have been getting good looks. Now, the word that kind of got some particular fans hung up on is because I use the word usage. All right. What I'm really referring to, because I don't know how they define usage in the NBA or about the metrics or whoever these nerd geeks is that come up with some of these stats, right? Like, I use stats, but I'm an eye test first person, right? So the eye test is already telling us a story, right? It's telling us the ball is moving more without Cade. People are getting good shots. Guys are in rhythm. That's what I'm gonna say. I call it rhythm. Like, if you play basketball, you know what rhythm is, man. And guys are getting rhythm. They are getting rhythm to the game. The game has rhythm. It got good flow, got good pace. All right. That doesn't mean we playing fantastic or flawless, right? And it hasn't led to a bunch of wins. But we have been playing good basketball and we have been being competitive. That was the goal for the season, right? Thought so. All right. So I've been using this term usage. And the reason why I say this is a bad term, because I haven't even really been looking up the numbers on the word usage, because that's not what I fucking mean, me personally. What I mean is, a guy I can see on the court that a guy has the ball more than anybody else, and nobody else is getting a chance to touch the ball, right? Now, the term usage, for some reason, I don't know what that breaks down, right? If you look up usage, Marcus Sasser has a higher usage than Jalen Duren. And we know Marcus Sasser don't play nowhere near as much as Jalen Duren and don't impact the game as much as Jalen Duren. So the term usage is a bad term. And I apologize to some Piston fans that I've been using that word usage. That's not what I mean. What I mean is it's stats that you can measure that tells you how much a player has the ball, how much he possesses the ball, the amount of time he possesses the ball, all of that. That's verifiable stats. NBA.com stats, right? And it's crazy because the person that's trying to use this, he's a good talker. That's what I like to call him. Yeah, I'm talking to you. And he's been a guest on my show. He can come back on again. That's just me being humorous, all right? But he's trying to use this word usage, the term usage in good talk, right? To make points to a subgroup of people who may feel his opinion is valid, right? Now, I'm not going off of my opinion, right? Because my opinion is one thing. The eye test is telling me that I feel like the Pistons are playing better brand of basketball without Cade Cunningham. And the specific reason why is because Cade is moving. I mean, the ball is moving without Cade on the floor. Cade plays very stagnant. Especially when we let him initiate the ball, that means we taking the ball out, giving him the ball. He's coming down the court. He's getting his action in the pick and roll, and he's dribbling back and forth. Before Bogey was back out there, it was even worse, right? Now Bogey's back out there, and it kind of dialed down a little bit, right? Because Bogey is the one guy out there who he would pass the ball to. I've been saying that for the longest, right? And even though that's good that he'll pass Bogey the ball, Bogey don't pass the ball. So that does us no good, right? And I got my issues about Bogey too, but that's another story. And we're not even going to get on that, right? Now, this particular subgroup of fans that's bent on this conversation, they keep trying to make it a Jaden Ivey versus Cade Cunningham argument. And it has nothing to do with that. Like, if you look at the numbers, right, the numbers will show you that other players play better without Cade being out there. It's not just Jaden plays better. No, other players play better. The ball has more movement, and the numbers is going to show that. And I'm going to pull up these numbers and show everything that I'm talking about, right? And it might not be as a quick show as I thought it was going to be because I see I'm 8 minutes in. I might end up being 20 minutes in or something like that by the time I get finished going through the numbers, right? So I'm going to pull up the numbers on my phone, and I'm going to continue to talk, right? So, the first number that I want us to look at is touches per game, right? So I'm going to just look at the touches per game. We're just going to try to go through the Pistons, right? The touches per game. Now, before I get on that, somebody asked the question, like, what can Cade do? The things that Cade can do that will make this a lot simpler is he doesn't have to initiate the offense. He doesn't have to be the one to bring the ball up the court. He don't got to be that guy to do that. Like, somebody else can. We've shown that we got a few guys that can bring the ball up the court. When Monte Morris get back, there's another guy that can bring the ball up the court. Even Burks, Ivy, Sasser. We got a couple guys. Even I would like to see Asar bringing the ball up sometime. That's a different story. And that will allow him to conserve a lot of his energy for late game situations when we actually need him. Because I do feel like when we need to get a bucket, he is a guy that I feel like is the best option to go get his own bucket, right? I do feel like that, right? He's not the only guy, but I feel like he's the best option. And with that, we can get other options off of that, but he got to be a willing passer. That's the part that he got to do. When he collapsed the defense, he got to be willing to kick it out to those guys. Like, he hasn't been willing. I've seen him go up against 2 and 3 guys. So those of you who feel like just because he got assists, that doesn't mean anything. He got the ball the most. He going to eventually get assists. You know what I mean? So the first number is touches per game. Matter of fact, I might already got it up here. I'm going through all that. Okay. So we got touches per game, right? Okay, so I'm gonna add in another filter so I can just do the Pistons. Touches per game. Okay. Get stats. Get stats. All right, bye. So when we look at the touches per game, okay, Cade Cunningham averages 82.6 touches per game. Okay, that's how many he averaged. Time of possession, he averaged 7 seconds per time of possession. Average second per touch, 5.08. Average points per touch, he averaged 0.27% per touch, 0.276. Okay. Now these are the season averages. Okay, for Cade. Now just to go into the season averages, points per touch, the highest is Bogey. Then you got Burks, Kevin Knox, Bagley, Jaden Ivey, Isaiah Stewart, and then Cade. Touches, you got Cade at 82. You got Jalen Duren at 56. Killian Hayes at 49. Bojan Bogdanovic at 42. Jaden Ivey at 41.5. Isaiah Stewart 38.5. Asar 31. Alec Burks 30. Sasser 29. And so forth, right? Time of possession per touch, you got Cade at 7. Killian 3.6. Jaden Ivey 2.3. Sasser 2.2. Bojan 2.0. Jalen Duren 1.7. Alec Burks 1.3. Asar 1.2. Stewart 1.0. And so on. Right? Those are the touches per game. That's the season numbers, right? The season numbers. Even if we do, I'm gonna add another filter on there because I know certain guys. I think he was talking about the last 20 games. You can't put the last 20 games on there, so I'm not gonna put the last 20 games on there. I'm just gonna give you those. Those the season numbers, man. The season. Now I'm gonna give you the last six games numbers because that's how many games the Pistons have played without Cade Cunningham. They played 6 games. All right. So throw the filter on there, get the stats. Last 6 games, touches. All right. Last 6 games. Jalen Duren, 62.3. Jaden Ivey, 57.8. Killian Hayes, 55.2. Alec Burks, 44.2. Bojan Bogdanovic, 39.3. Isaiah Stewart, 39. Marcus Sasser, 33. Asar, 26.3. And so on. Time of possession per touch. Killian Hayes, 4.8. Jaden Ivey, 4.3. Marcus Sasser, 3.3. Jalen Duren, 2.4. Alec Burks, 2.0. Bojan Bogdanovic, 1.8. Isaiah Stewart, 1.1. Average seconds per touch. Marcus Sasser, 5.92. Killian Hayes, 5.26. Jaden Ivey, 4.48. Bojan Bogdanovic, 2.78. Alec Burks, 2.74. Now I didn't go this one, so I gotta go back and do this one because we gotta have the average dribbles per touch because that's the actual post that somebody actually posted. They said, Jaden dribble just as much as Cade. Now, first of all, I hate to make this Jaden versus Cade situation because it don't gotta be that. I just want to see the Pistons play better basketball, and I feel like they do that when they let both of those guys off the leash and on the court. And Cade gotta trust the team a little bit more. All right, average dribbles per touch. Okay, then I'm gonna go back and do the average dribbles per touch for the season, and then I'm gonna go forth with my next stat that I'm gonna pull up, which is gonna be about the assist numbers because that's another thing that was discussed. All right, so the average dribbles per touch, you got Sasser 6.12, Killian Hayes 4.88, Jaden Ivey 4.42, Alec Burks 2.24, Bojan Bogdanovic 2.04, Asar 1.71, Jalen Duren 1.28, and so forth. So now I gotta take that filter off for the last 6 games. All right, let's go back to that average dribble per touch. Okay, so we got 4.81 for Cunningham, 4.58 for Sasser, 3.9 for Killian, 3.2 for Jaden, 2.07 for Bojan, 2.0 for Alec Burks, 1.7 for Asar, and so forth. All right. Now we're gonna add our filter back on, and we're gonna do the points per touch, just the last one, and then I'm gonna go on to the assist numbers. Last 6 games. Average points per touch. Joe Harris, 0.60, even though he ain't really played that much. Bojan Bogdanovic, 5.535. Danilo, he ain't really been on the team that long, but 0.5. Alec Burke, 0.487. Bagley, before he left, 0.478. Knox, 3.94. Jaden, 0.383. Isaiah Stewart, 0.376. Muscala, 0.351. Asar, 0.316. Livers, he's a bum. I don't care about him. Duren, 0.257. Look at all those numbers that was up, right? Let's take that filter off again. We're going to look at that average points per touch again, right? Because that's a good one. That tell you. Danilo, he barely was on the team, so we're going to start off with Bojan, 0.466. Burks, 0.405. Knox, 0.37. Bagley, 0.350. Jayton, 0.342. Isaiah Stewart, 0.280. Cade, 0.276. Asar, 0.271. See those numbers, how lower they are? But okay. All right. So that was to describe the touches per game, right? So even in the last 6 games, you see nobody is anywhere close to having 80 touches per game, like Cade Cunningham averages. Nobody is close to having. Jalen Duren is the highest at 60. All right. Jaden was in the 50s to follow. Killian was right up under him. Like they was literally like points and percentage points away from being the same number. Okay. Now we want to go to passing. Right? So I gotta add my filter back on, put my Pistons, Detroit Pistons. Now we're gonna pull up some stats, right? We're gonna get the stats. All right, so here's the passing numbers on the season, right? Now, I just gave you the touches. The reason why I gave you the touches is because that's the only way you're gonna be able to put it in perspective. You gotta have the touches, right? So here's the touches. Okay. I mean, here's the passes made after the touches, right? Passes made per game. Cade Cunningham leads with 54.9 passes made. Jalen Duren, 43.9. Killian Hayes, 38.9. Isaiah Stewart, 26.8. Jaden, 26.0. Sasser, 22.3. Bogdanovic, 22.1. Asar, 20.6. Burks, 18.9. All right, Knox, 14.0. Okay. Passes received per game. Cade, 70 per game. Killian Hayes, 37.3. He's next. See that gap? That's a 30-point gap. 30-point gap between Cade and the next guy for passes received. Bojan Bojanovic, 33.3. Jaden Ivey, 31.2. Jalen Duren, 27.3. Marcus Sasser, 24.6. Alec Burke, 22.5. Isaiah Stewart, 22.5. Asar Thompson, 17.1. Knox, 12.3. Assists. Now you got your assist numbers. 7.3 for Cade. So he averaging about one per pass, one every 10 passes received. Killian, 4.9 assists. Remember, passes received, 37.3. So he averaging more than, received. Jaden Ivey, 3.7 assists. Passes received, 31.2. So he averaging more than 10 more than one per 10 passes. I'm just showing you these averages because I was told that Cade is the most efficient passer on the team. That's why he has the ball the most. And, those numbers right there can clearly just break down that per pass attempt, Cade is not. All right. Now we start to go into guys that's lower than. So we see the three best passers on our team right now from these numbers is Cade, Killian, Jaden, and then you got Sasser. Sasser is the next guy that's above the number that Asari is too, slightly as well. All right. Secondary assists. Cade averaged 0.8 per game, Killian 0.5, Jaden 0.4, Bojanovic 0.3, Sasser 0.3, Thompson 0.2. All right. Potential assists, right? 12.8. This is another stat that was argued on the benefit of Cade being such the guy who should be having the ball more than everyone else. So, potential assists, 12.8. Killian Hayes, 8.5. Jaden Ivey, 6.1. Bojanovic, 5.6. Sasser, 4.7. Jalen Duren, 4.2. Asar Thompson, 3.3. Alec Burke, 2.4. Isaiah Stewart, 2.4. And so forth. All right. Keep in mind. Now, I could do some real detailed math and come back and get a real number, but they already do this. They do this for us on NBA.com. So we don't got to go through and do these major numbers and stuff like that to try to get some great averages because they're going to keep doing that as we keep going on. Now, remember, these are the season averages. I still haven't even went through the 6-game span without. All right. Assist points created. You got Cade at 18.3 per game. Killian, 12.4. Jaden, 9.4. Sasser, 6.9. Bojanovic, 6.8. Jalen Duren, 6.1. Asar, 4.8. Isaiah Stewart, 4.3. Alec Burke, 3.7. Now, with some other guys' numbers on here that I didn't even call, like Gallinari is at a 9.0, but he hasn't been on our team so that long, so I'm not even going to put him on there, right? Assists adjusted. Assist adjusted. Let's pull up the definition of that before we just get the name in that stat. Let's pull up the definition of that. All right. So we got stat glossary right here. This is NBA.com. We're going to scroll down because I just want to be clear because I got to be very clear and do a clear show. I hate I even got to go into this full detail to prove some of these points, but guys think it's hate or conspiracy or stuff like that, whatever the case may be. So I'm just going to clear it up. So we got assist adjusted. The definition is the total sum of a player team assists, free throw assists, and secondary assists. All right. So assist adjusted numbers. Cade 8.8, Killian 5.8, Jaden 4.6, Boyan 3.2, Sasha 3.2, Jalen Duren 3.1, Asar 2.2, Isaiah Stewart 1.9, Alec Burke 1.7. Assist to pass percentage, right? Let's look up that. Assist to pass percentage. The definition is the percentage of passes by a player or team that are assists. So to me, by this definition, this would seem like this is the true assist stat. The percentage of passes by a player or a team that are assists. Since we looking up player stats, is by a player. So the percentage of passes by a player that are assists. Wow. Okay. The percentage of passes by a player that are assists. Gotcha. Okay. So now let's look at that. Assist to pass percentage. Delano Gallinari is not on. He ain't really been on the team, so I'm not gonna get his number off. Right. Jaden Ivey is number 1, 14.1. Cade Cunningham is number 2, 13.3. Killian is number 3, 12.5. Boyan is number 4, 12.1. Sasser is number 5, 11.8. You got Asar, 9.7. Joe Harris, 9.3. And Alec Burke, 7.9. Zed Stewart, 6.6. Jalen Duren, 5.8. Knox, 5.6. Okay, that was that. Now we got assist to pass percentage adjusted. Okay, let's see what that is. Assist to pass percentage adjusted. The percentage of passes by a player. We're not going to say the or team because we're looking up player stats. The percentage of passes by a player that are assists, free throw assists, or secondary assists. So damn, that's even the raw dog truest of the truest of assist stats, right? So on the season, we got Jaden Ivey, number 1, 17.5. Cade Cunningham, 16.1. Killian Hayes, 14.8. Bojan Bogdanovic, 14.4. Marcus Sasser, 14.3. Asar Thompson, 10.5. Alec Burke, 8.8. And just for fun, real quick, I'm just going to go throw a filter on here, and I'm going to go look at last year real quick because last year we saw a different Jaden Ivey. So I just want to go look at that percentage to Justin. He was 17 on last year's season. Cade was 16.4. Killian was 15.2. Okay. And when we looked at this season, he's a 17 again. God damn. That's wait, let me see. Hold on. I still got the filter on. Let's see. Look at this season. I might have messed that up. Oh, he's 17.5. So he's slightly higher this year. All right. Now we just looked at this year. We gotta go look at the last 6 games, right? Because I want to show y'all something. Last 6 games, right? Passes made. The last 6 games. Killian Hayes has led the team in passes made with 47.3. Jalen Duren next with 47. Jaden Ivey with 33.3. Marcus Sasser with 26. Burks with 25.3. Stewart with 22. Marjanovic with 19.3. Asar with 17, and so forth. Passes received. Jaden Ivey led the team. Passes received 46.0. Killian Hayes next with 44.0. Bojan Bogdanovic 33.0. Alec Burke 32.7. Jalen Duren 30.5. Marcus Sasser 29.5. Isaiah Stewart 26.5. I just want y'all to look at those numbers. And let's see. Take the filter off. Passes received. Cade 70 a game. So nobody nowhere near close to 70 a game with the 6-game filter on. All right, put the filter back on and let's proceed to go back through the stats. All right. This is NBA.com. The source here is NBA.com. Right. All right. Assists per game, we got Killian at 7.7, Jaden 6.2, Marcus Sasser 4.5, Danilo 3.0, Jalen Duren 2.7, Bogey 2.3, Isaiah Stewart 2.3, Alec Burke 2.3. Secondary assists, we got Bojanovic with a 0.8, Killian 0.8, Jaden 0.5, Jalen Duren 0.3, Kevin Knox 0.3, so on. Potential assists, Killian leading with 11, Jaden with 8.3, Sasha with 6.3, Boyan with 5.8, Jalen Duren with 4.5, Isaiah Stewart with 3.3. Assist points created per game, Killian 19.2, Jayden 16.2, Sasha 11.7. Now, let's just look at those numbers right there between those three guys. We got three guys in double figures right there. When we take that filter off and we get those stats, potential assists per game, we got one guy in double figures with 12.8. The next guy has an 8.5. The next guy has a 6.1. You see those potential assist numbers? Did you see how they skyrocketed the past 6 games without Cade Cunningham? Now, a lot of people want to falsely attribute that to Mike Muscala and having Danilo, but Danilo didn't even play the other night, and Mike Muscala only played 2 games in that time span. All right. All right, let's go. Keep going. Potential assists. We just did that. Assist points created. I'm sorry. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Potential assists, 11.0, 8.3. Okay, potential assists, because I got to make sure I'm doing the right stats. Potential assists, 12.8, 8.5, 6.1. Okay, so I messed out with assist points created. That's what I meant. Assist points created, we got 2 guys in double figures, 18.3 from Cade, 12.4 from Killian, 9.4 from Jaden, right? And we put our filter on. So I did make a few little blunders, so excuse me for those, right? All right, we back at assist points created. All right, we still got 19.2, 16.2, 11.7. You know what I mean? So now let's just keep going and let's just get to the granddaddy of the stats, right? Which is the assist to pass percentage and the assist to pass percentage adjustments. Because those are the key stats that I want to get to, right? So I'm not going to use Danilo because he only played 1 game. This is on our 6-game filter. We got Jaden at 18.5, Sasser at 17.3, Killian at 16.2, Bojan at 11.7. The passing to pass percentage adjusted, granddaddy of them, 22 for Jaden, 19.9 for Sasser, 18.3 for Killian, 15.6 for Bojan, who was not even a passer like that, but even his passes starting to be assists. Kevin Knox, 12.0. Muscala, 11.1. Well, no, I ain't going to do him. 10.6 for Stewart, 9.9 for Burks, 7.8 for Jalen Duren. Take the filter off. Pass percentage adjustment. We got 14.1 for Jaden. He's still up there. Cade, Killian, Bojan. But the numbers are all down. Sasser numbers down. All the numbers down. All right. 17.5 for Jaden on the passing adjustment. 16.1 for Cade. 14.8 for Killian. Bojan, 14.41. So there you got it. I just gave y'all a breakdown of Uh, what I meant as far as the difference in what you can see, what the numbers show. Actually, that's the numbers. We got players in 22s, 19s, 18s. Look at those high numbers skyrocketing. So what those numbers tell you is players are passing the ball more. The ball has more movement out there. Let's look up Alec Burks stats last night. Like, I went through all those stats for y'all, so I ain't even got to worry about those stats. We've been through all of them, right? So Alec Burks stats. Alec Burks had 33 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. It's the reason why I wanted you to know that he had 6 assists. Now, you could attribute that to having Mike Muscala and Danilo out there, if that's what you want to say. Those guys only played 16 minutes apiece. What you saw was we had good ball movement out there. And when the ball movement, players get confidence when they get the ball and they get and it kicked to them the right way. You saw Asar Thompson, no hesitation, letting those shots go. That's all I ever wanted to see from him. When he shoot those shots and he don't hesitate, I never have a problem with making miss because it's a good look. It's a good shot. All right. And that's all we saying. When the ball has energy, the only thing I want to see adjusted from Cade, and even Monty said this in the press conference when he was asked about it from people. So those of y'all who feel like it's a conspiracy theory, no. The even the press is asking questions like, what are we going to do when Cade comes back? And Monty said, Cade got to realize that Jaden got a bit of a rhythm, and we got to let him, he said some of that is going to be on him to design some plays, but some of that is just on, Cade got to know what it is. You got to see your team is got a rhythm. They got some stuff going, and we got to take advantage of that. And that's all I'm saying. So those of y'all who want to turn it into a Cade versus Jaden thing, it's not that at all, man. It's what makes the Pistons better. And the past 6 games, we've been seeing the Pistons play some good brand of basketball. Has it amounted to the wins we want to see? No, it hasn't. But we've been close in these games. Down the stretch, we've been a player or two away. And that's where Cade can make his impact in. That's where we can have that guy that we can have to make those plays for us. We know Cade was very clutch in his rookie season, so we can expect some more of that out of him. But throughout the game, throughout the rest of the season, we got to see him trust these guys so we can get the best out of this team and develop some of these players. You saw Asar play a beautiful game, and I just feel like some of that is on allowing Asar the space and time to make mistakes and put his imprint on the game. So I just see the Pistons playing good basketball right now, and I want to keep it going. No shade to the Cade fans, the super fans, I would say, because I'm actually a Cade fan. You see my man back there? I'm actually a Cade fan, man. I got him on the bobblehead, man. Come on, man. I just want to see you pass that a little bit, right? You could do that for me, can't you? I could pass it. Yeah, I could do that. I like the way the team playing. I could do that. Coach got to tell him, hey, K, swing that. All right, coach. Let's coach. Hey, K, get it out. Push it up the court. Pass it up the court. Okay, coach, I got you. Hey, K, let Jaden, Monty, and Sasser and Asar initiate. I could do that. I'm gonna go down and get ready to get the rock so I can score. All right? Good job. That's all we want to see. All right, man. So I thought this would be a quick show, but it turned out being a long one. But it's your man's Fresh. You know what to do, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about the show. If you want to come on, talk some Pistons basketball, talk anything Detroit sports or anything sports in general. Come on, man. Make it your show. All right, I'm out.